This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
With us with Jamie Lent and Jeff McGuire. I'm Chuck Heinz. We have the Hoops, as Jeff said, tonight on Sunny 97.7, 100.7 The Score, and here on Double T 97.3 with the Tech Men. You know, just looking at Houston a little bit, they're really stingy defensively, Jamie. They only average giving up 60 points a ball game.
Yeah, that's kind of what they've been known for.
Yeah.
They've been really good defensive teams, really physical, intense, you know, all the above. And anything you're getting in the paint is really well earned.
You know, one of the things that just listening to Kelvin Sampson during the Sports Center, I thought was, I mean, he's right. I mean, he's absolutely right. He said, you know, with Texas Tech and what they do, they're never out of it. I mean, not that you want to spot a team 17 points like you did Duke, because as you so eloquently told me, you know, the Monday after the Duke game, there is no 17-point shot. So,
there is not.
There's no 17-point shot. But still, I mean, not that you want to get down by double digits or even, you know, put yourself in a hole, but you have the ability to shoot your way back into a basketball game. But man, you don't want to rely on that. So for Houston, their one loss was to Tennessee, in which they lost 76-73, and that was at a neutral site, you know,
Vegas.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, okay, thank you. Vegas. That was the $1 million thing, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, it's one of those showcases and stuff like that, you know, where they're having opportunities to.
Yes, it was in the Players Era Championship.
Championship, okay.
Yeah. Wasn't in the championship game, but
it was that deal.
Yeah.
They lost to Tennessee 76-73, but I mean, their biggest scoring output came against New Orleans, in which they beat the Privateers 99-57. They beat Arkansas 94-85. That's an impressive win for them. And then coming off the win over Cincinnati this past weekend, 67-60. They don't turn it over a whole lot either. But man, that's something. And not that Tech does either, because the Red Raiders only turned it over 7 times the other night against Okie State. But Houston forces almost 16 turnovers a ball game.
yeah, intense pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, just every inch of the court, you're never going to be comfortable. That's kind of the way they make you. It's really impressive. And again, that's where the physicality comes into play. That's where it gets a little chippy at times. Obviously, we've seen that. So I expect nothing but very similar to what we've seen from the Tech Houston games in years past, because I don't think Coach McCaslin's teams are going to, or team is going to back down at all from that. I mean, they're going to match that intensity, and that chippiness is probably going to be seen again tonight.
Yeah. So if you looked at the Big 12 rivals, where there's this hate for, where does Houston rank in the Big 12 in terms of conference opponents that you wouldn't put them out if they were on fire, so to speak?
Are we just talking about men's basketball?
Just men's basketball.
They'd probably be number one.
Okay.
Yeah, probably be number one.
So you think, and then you would put KU at number 2, a close number 2 on that? Or has that changed because you've gotten...
because they're less of a factor.
They're less of a factor, yeah.
I don't know. I think my dislike for Baylor and TCU might put them higher just because of it's Baylor and TCU. But yeah, KU's in the mix there. But I know Arizona's obviously a really good basketball team.
But you don't hate them.
Yeah, I don't. I don't have that for them right now.
You know, and maybe the same thing with BYU. I mean, a really good basketball team, but you don't hate them.
Yeah, no.
Those people kill you with kindness. You know, it's like. You know, it's almost like they're...
Or ice cream, or... cougar tails or whatever they want to
Oh, well, I have yet to taste a cougar tail, but I think that in a couple weeks I'm going to have to get me one.
Okay.
You've had one, right?
Yes.
And did you find it?
It's a donut. It's a long donut.
He found it a lot.
It's a long donut. It's just really, I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong.
It just wasn't anything like
It's
you're not going to stand in line for it.
It wasn't change your religion good.
It's a cool little tradition they have. Yeah. I mean, it gets so much hype that it kind of feels like it couldn't live up to the hype.
Okay. Yeah. And see, I buy into some of that from time to time. When somebody's just overselling something to me, then it makes me want to swim the other way.
I don't feel like it's BYU's people that oversell it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's people
Everybody
like me.
else.
Yes. It's cool that it's a cool tradition, and I mean, it's all that, but I mean, it's a donut. It's a long donut.
Yeah, it's a long donut.
I mean, it's not like they're handing out gold coins.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It's a long donut.
It's a long donut. Then they've come up with
I like long donuts, short donuts, medium donuts, fat donuts, skinny donuts, all the donuts.
But not
Like
filled.
holes even.
But not filled donuts.
I do not like filled donuts unless it's filled with, strawberry or
Lemon?
raspberry or no lemon.
No lemon.
No lemon.
No lemon.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's a donut. So.
It's a donut.
I mean, so you're going to tell us, guess what? I had last night. We're going to be like, a donut.
Would you like me to bring one back for you? No. No.
Yes, please. Carry
carry
it with you. I want you to carry it with you. They come in like a cardboard box, too, so you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring it back and we could show it off on the morning drive. This from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. In the 60s and the 70s, the first semester did not end until 3 weeks after the Christmas break. Wow. Come back for 1 week. Next week was dead week, then a week of finals. That would suck. Registration for spring semester started within the next week. Spring semester did not end until late in May.
I just found out yesterday that my high school senior nephew, who goes to school in Minnesota, it's that way. That they come back and they have 2 weeks of classes and then take first semester finals.
Wow.
That stinks.
All that knowledge that you tend to forget over the finals, over the Christmas break, you've got to retain it.
Another reason not to live in Minnesota.
Yeah, right.
The winter weather was enough for me.
I know. I'm there, Jeff, right there with you.
Yeah.
Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
January the 6th, 2026. Here's Jeff McGuire with the Stay in Sports History.
What was it for?
January 6th, 2026.
February 6th would be better. Because then it's 2626.
Oh, can't wait for that.
1626 is you're missing something there.
Yeah.
1925 is where we will start, gentlemen. Why are we starting in 1925? Because official marathon runner of the morning drive, Paavo Nurmi, sets an indoor record.
An indoor
4
record.
minutes, 13.6 seconds for a mile, and 14 minutes, 44.6 seconds for a 5,000 meter. Hit the big time fast forward button to 1980.
Wow. No question.
AFC Championship. Three River Stadium, Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Houston Oilers 27-13.
It's a bad day for people.
On the other side, the NFC Championship took place in Tampa Bay. Los Angeles Rams beat the Buccaneers 9-0. 1985 AFC Championship in the Orange Bowl in Miami. Miami Dolphins beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 45-28. NFC saw the San Francisco 49ers beat the Chicago Bears 23-0. 1994. A day that will live in skating history. U.S. figure skating champion Nancy Kerrigan is attacked by Tanya Harding's bodyguard at the U.S. Championships in Detroit, Michigan. And in 2018, Keenan Evans delivers 16 of his game-high 27 points during the second half, and the number 18 Texas Tech men's basketball team validated its road win at Kansas earlier in the week with a 74-58 win over Kansas State. It is National Apple Tree Day, National Bean Day, and National Shortbread Day. Because those three things go together like peas and carrots.
What kind of bean? Like green beans?
Bean.
Just bean.
Bean.
Because you're a big fan of the green beans, aren't you?
I love green beans.
That would qualify.
Like even right out of the can. You don't even have to cook them, right?
Heck, shoot right out of the ground, really. Just rub off the dirt.
Yeah.
Get to work.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Former Red Raider basketball player Mac McClung turns 26 today. Jameis Winston, 32. Charles Haley, 62. Ndamukong Suh, 39. Howie Long, 66. Gilbert Arenas, 44. And Lou Holtz is 89.
Okay, back that up just a second. Mac McClung is how old today?
26.
26, okay. I was saying, if he was older than Jameis Winston, that was like, oh, that's what I just heard you wrong. I was like, I didn't think he was 36, but
nope,
when you
26.
said Winston was 32, I was like, wow, Mac McClung's older than Jameis Winston? But
nope.
That's not the case.
And on this day in 1942, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt announces to Congress that he has authorized the largest assignment production in the history of the in the United States. The announcement to Congress that the first year of the supercharged production schedule would result in 45,000 aircraft, 45,000 tanks, 20,000 anti-aircraft guns, 8 million tons of new ships. Congressmen were stunned at the proposal, but Roosevelt was undeterred. These figures and similar figures for the multitude of others implements of war will give the Japanese and the Nazis a little idea of just what they have accomplished. By the way, the tally at the end of the year, when asked for 45,000 aircraft, was 100,000 aircraft. And that is this day in sports history.
This day in sports history. Thank you, Jeff. Thoughts, comments, Yates Flooring Center chat line. Go to doublet973.com for that of the mobile app. The Visual Edge IT hotline is open too at 806-771-0973. Jimmy writes in, no hate for Houston, all hate for KU. Okay. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, it feels like it's become a pretty intense rivalry between the Red Raiders and Houston in men's basketball. So it feels like that's becoming the team that you're the biggest rival with right now, just in that sport, not in every sport. Yeah,
no, I mean, it's kind of like you look forward to this game because, okay, you wonder what's going to happen, right? Just on the court, the drama on the court, just the whole thing. I mean, especially with what happened last year with, ejections and then winning and then unfortunately the overtime loss here.
Forgot marker throwing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's always good too.
That was fun.
That's
seeing Coach McCaslin lose his mind. That was awesome.
It
fired
was.
up his team and his fan base.
Yeah, no question. And it was kind of a defining moment of the season. When you think about it, and both teams lost on their home floor. So hopefully you can get one there this year and then see what happens. So Red Raiders will stay on the road. I think they're coming home, but I mean they'll be on the road on Saturday as well when they play Colorado at the CU Events Center, and that'll be a nighttime tip. That's a 6:00 tip there in Boulder. So our coverage will begin at 5, and then play-by-play at 6:00 from Boulder. Boy, that CU Events Center, it is a dump with a capital D. I mean, it is just that needs work.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've not invested at all in their basketball facility. At least it doesn't look like it to me. So there's just nothing. There's nothing there. I mean, I like to kind of walk around the concourses and see the history, and there's a little bit of that there at CU, but it ain't much. Let's see this from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Houston is good. They are just a gauge on where we are and just how good we are. Yeah, this will be a good gauge for that, don't you think, Jamie?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
no doubt.
This will be a good gauge for that.
Absolutely.
And because I do feel like that you have been getting better. It doesn't mean if you lose tonight that you're everything that we've seen isn't there. I think the difference would be is if you get blown out tonight. And to me, a blowout would be, 15 or more?
Yeah, that's probably fair.
15 or more. So if we're talking about a 15 or more loss tomorrow morning, then you're going to go, well, you're really missing your big fella. And look, they're trying to get him back, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks he will be back, and get an update on that from Coach McCaslin, and hopefully he'll be available for you soon. Because next week you got a couple of toughies at home, and I think they're all tough in the Big 12. I don't know if there's any free space on bingo. You'll play at home against Utah on the 14th, and then at home on the 17th against BYU. That's a Saturday night home game against the Cougars. That will be a joint jumper.
Joint jumper.
Yeah, the kids will be back.
Mm-hmm.
The kids will be back for Utah too. I mean, it's first day of class, but they'll be out there. That BYU game might be one of those ones where there's a big long line waiting to get into that arena.
Hope so.
Okay.
The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
We'll have lots of hoops on the air for you tonight, including the Liberty girls and boys against Estacado from the Liberty Gym. That'll be at 6:15. The Memorial Gym will host Levelland tonight, both the girls and the boys. The Liberty game will be on 100.7 The Score at 6:15, the boys to follow. And then the Memorial games, girls and boys, will be on Sunny 97.7. 6 o'clock for the girls, the boys tip 7:30-ish. And, of course, Red Raider basketball tonight as the Tech men take on the 7th-ranked Houston Cougars tonight from the Fertitta Center down in H-Town. Okay. We get this, Jamie, from the Yates Flooring Center chat line off the Double T 97.3 mobile app presented by Happy State Bank. Buenos dias, Chuck and Jamie. This is from El Rojo. Seems like Tech again is having an awesome transfer portal. Yes, they have 8 so far. I think 4 main reasons players are choosing Tech. 1, money. 2, Coach McGuire. 3, facility. And 4, Tech fans. I'm probably missing something. What do you think?
I think you'd throw success in there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the potential for success. I hope, and look, I know I'm being naive, and people are going to tell me I'm wrong, and that's okay. This is what I hope. I hope that money isn't the number one reason why kids are coming here. I hope that it's fit and how they see themselves, and I'll be, again, a little even more naive. I hope that academics play some kind of role in this, and that they like the program that they're going to finish their degree up with or get their degree in. And certainly I think the coach and the facility and, like you said, the chance for success and money do all play into it. I just hope money's not the number one reason. But I know I'm probably being naive on that in some cases. There's probably plenty of cases where kids are choosing it because they have equal amounts of money from school A or school B or school C, and they choose Texas Tech, or they choose the other schools because their opportunity to play is better, or it's closer to home, or there's some other amenities that are offered, or maybe they like the coach better or something along those lines.
Yeah, I would think all the things factor in. I would think if the money wasn't there, they wouldn't be coming here.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But they can get money elsewhere too, and it's the other things that are factoring it. There are some schools that clearly don't have the money.
Yeah.
URA have. Okay, they have some money, but they don't have the levels of money that you and other schools in the country, across the country have. But again, it's almost like, do you have money? Okay, yeah. I mean, on the conversation now, what's the other stuff?
Yeah.
If you don't have money, we're not really talking.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And look, let's face it.
I don't want to hear about the other things if you don't have money.
The players,
I don't care about your culture. I don't care about your success unless you have money.
Yeah. Right.
But again, they can get money from a bunch of different places. Not all of them, but a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
Like Sorsby probably could have gotten $5 million from LSU too.
I don't know. That's a great question. I just don't think you were going to be outbid, and maybe LSU reached a point where like, hey, we're not going to spend that amount of money.
Maybe not.
You know, they may have just said, okay, we're out. The other thing I find interesting that is with Bryce Pollock coming back, which I'm thrilled that he's coming back.
Definitely.
Because I think he can big time help you. I think you're seeing more guys, quote, stay in school because the money that they can get here now guaranteed is better than what they could get potentially as a later round draft choice in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just amazing how that's flipped, because it used to be guys would leave early because they could get paid and kind of get kind of bet on the come. The agent would bet on the come and start funding them and helping them work out and get prepared and all those things. Man, you don't hear any of that.
Yeah, no, and you'd like to think that means that they're another year of school and they're closer to graduating or closer to getting their degree, whatever. I don't know if that's the case or not, but yeah, it's definitely. I definitely think it's keeping guys in school.
Yeah. Somebody says this, Chuck, you are being naive. It stopped being about academics years ago. No, I understand that. I just hope that money isn't the number one reason. But I agree with what Jamie said in that if you don't have it, they're not going to discover what you have with the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just like a basic job, right? If the job doesn't have kind of what you're looking for financially, then the fact that they've got a cool opportunity for you, or better office, or better working conditions, or better hours, or closer to home, or whatever. Anyway,
just think about your teenage dating life. You know, if she wasn't pretty, you probably wouldn't have cared if she had a nice personality or not, or if she was funny, or if she rooted for your same football team. Mm-hmm. If she was hideous, you would have never found out any of those things. Right?
Yeah, probably so. My teenage dating life was pretty sad, Jamie, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
It was pretty sad. I mean, I was a failure at that. I was like a lot of things. I mean, I'm a C student, you know. I'm a C student. This reports out of LSU is that they matched Tech's offer. It wasn't because of money that he didn't go to LSU. Okay. All right. This, when you read Sorsby's playing history, he was benched after being a starter, so he knows how to keep fighting and not throw in the towel. Okay. I like that. This, I came to work at Tech because of the money, but stayed for the culture. Been here 10 years now. I'd like to think players are in a similar situation. Okay. This from David. I think it's huge that Coach, Cody, and company didn't hesitate and immediately started finding a fix. It seems to give hope for the future and not just the typical came up short and not knowing what next year will be. Looking forward to all Tech will become. Guns up. Okay. Yeah, it is interesting to see what's taking place. It's funny because Coach McGuire and David Collier had this on his sports last night. And I think I was there when Don Williams asked this question. I was like, well, that's kind of an odd question to ask because we're getting ready for the playoffs, man. But Don's a forward thinker. He wanted to know how many guys that he thought that he wanted to know how many players that Coach McGuire thought that they'd take in the transfer portal, and he said 7 to 10. Well, you're at 8 right now. Kind of feels like you're going to blow past that.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody knows that that's determined by how many people leave your program.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So Coach McGuire can't know when that question is asked of him.
Sure.
When?
It was like December 1st.
Okay, you know he can't answer the question.
Yeah.
He can't know who's going to leave.
Yeah, no, I know that. I know that.
And so if the fact that he's going to go past what he said a month ago, I mean, it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just like, but I think what's interesting is how your high school signing class, what you did back in December, and man, how archaic, National Signing Day looks today, because it's like, man, it's game on right now. It's like it's a feeding frenzy. It's a stock pond right now, and you better fish right now, or you ain't gonna get any.
No doubt. Absolutely.
And I feel like that you're getting it.
Yeah, feels like you're getting lots of good fish.
Mm-hmm. And It feels like there's more to come, because it doesn't look like you've done much with your offensive line yet, at least in the portal. I mean, you got Howard Sampson coming back, and I'm sure that they've got some guys that they feel really good about, but I would think that they'd want to shore that up a little bit more too. Wouldn't you?
You can always add offensive linemen.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Jamie's question of the day on Double T 97.3 is brought to you by Connecticut of West Texas.
Today's question is gauging your expectations for the Red Raider football program compared to last year to this year, okay, and moving forward. And so there are so many crazy variables that factor into these things. But I just want to gauge, like, what has our expectation now changed?
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to ask you today, what will Texas Tech's football record be in 2026/2027? Okay? Slash meaning you could play a game after the first. Okay?
Right.
And I don't want just regular season. What is the record going to be for the season?
Okay. Let's see here. So in 2026, this is what we know. You're going to play Abilene Christian, you're going to play at Oregon State, and you're going to play at home against Sam Houston State. This will be the 5th, the 12th, and the 26th. Okay? Then you're going to play at Baylor, at Cincinnati, at Colorado, at Oklahoma State. Man, I feel like
not in that order.
Right, but
just
those are your 4 road games.
Right.
And then you're going to have 5 Big 12 home games. There's a part of me that feels like, all right, right now I feel like all 4 of those road games are very, very winnable. In fact, I would say you're going to be favored to win all 4 of those games right now. Then you have Arizona, Arizona State, TCU, Houston, and West Virginia at home. All right, I'm just going to say, damn, I could see you going 12-0. But I'll say 11.
Man, it took him long enough to get there.
11,
yes.
11 and I'll say 11-1 in the regular year. Playing the Big 12 championship game. I think your repeat is that. And then that's going to be 12.
13's Big 12 championship game.
I think right now you get to the Final Four. You win 3 in the post. You win 3 in the postseason. 14 is my number right now.
What is your record?
14-1.
14-1. Okay.
Expectations for what you're bringing back, for what you're bringing in. It's national championship game or bust time, boys. 15-0, 16-0.
I think it takes 16.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
That's the expectation, which is what they want the expectation to be. No one in the Big 12 is keeping up with you. That's 12. 13 is the Big 12 championship game. College football playoff time. Let's roll.
You're not talking crazy.
I am, but
you're really
those
not.
are the expectations.
Not with what you just paid for your quarterback.
So you're 16-0. You're 14-1.
I'm 14-1 today, so that would take you to the Final Four.
I'm going to go. I think my numbers are right here. 13-2. I'm going to give a slip up in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
And then ultimately you win one postseason game and then lose. Okay? You'll win the Big 12 championship also. Okay? So I'm at 13-2. I get that you could roll through the Big 12, Jeff. After seeing last Thursday's performance, I'm not ready to say you're just going to roll through the elites of college football. Winning a game or two, could totally see it. Could see you learning from and being way better the second time around. Could see it. But to act like we're just going to roll through the college football playoff and treat these fools like they're little stepbrothers.
Didn't say they wouldn't be tight games.
Okay, well, I mean, it was...
Roll through the Big 12, yes.
He was ready to buy a T-shirt there, right? Wasn't he? Yeah. Put up a banner.
No. Yeah. Nothing goes up till you earn it. Yeah. So I'll buy a Big 12 championship hat this year.
So let me figure this out. 11-1 in the regular season. Big 12 championship makes you 12-1. Win a game first round, 13-1.
And then you lose. Also... You and I have them going the same distance.
We also have to factor in, is there going to be everybody going to have a first round? Is there going to continue to be buys? Are we going to get top four?
I'm operating under the procedure that they're not changing college football's playoff because it took them forever to do it the first time.
I think I'm operating under that there will be a change, and there will be a 16-team playoff, and there will be no buys.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And you'll play in the first round. Otherwise, I would have guessed you would have gotten a bye if you were 12-1.
So in that case, if you play in the Big 12 championship game, the texture's right. It's gonna take you to 17 games.
17, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Jeff, you're going to have to be 17-0 to win the national championship.
If they change the college football playoff.
Yeah.
You just keep adding wins for Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and really, mine needs to be 14-2 because I think I'm going to have you. Because I said you were going to be 11-1 in the regular year, so you have to have a loss if you're me. So I'm going to have you.
And I'm at 13-2.
And you're at 13-2. So you're one less win than me.
That's good math.
Yeah. Hey, every once in a while, blind squirrel, man, can find it. Somebody says this, just stop it. These are exact snake-hole expectations we were fed last year. It ain't happening, Chuck. Yeah, Chuck. What do you you won the Big 12.
For the record, Texter Chuck said they're going to lose.
I got a Big 12 championship shirt, man. A pullover, 3/4 zip. It's what it says on their Big 12 champs.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because with these
nothing.
Because they weren't because those were expectations last year, and they weren't snake oil. Was to win a Big 12 championship.
Oh, okay.
That's my point.
Okay.
Our non-conference is a joke. Yes, that's what you want it to be. Did it matter?
No, I don't.
I know, but if you lose early on, then it hurts you.
If you lose late, it hurts you.
I know.
It also helps you.
That's why I say just don't lose.
If you win games against good teams, it also helps you.
I mean, granted, playing Abilene Christian and Sam Houston is a bit of a joke. I mean, we need to have one of those needs to be a little bit better.
The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Hey, good morning. This is the Morning Drive on Lubbock Sports Station, Double T 97.3 and Double T 97.3.com. We come to you, Jamie, Jeff, and I, from the First United Bank studio. This is hour 3 of 3. You've been quite good on the Yates Flooring Center chat line today. Lots of letting your fingers do your talking today on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Visual Edge IT hotline is open too at 806-771-0973. Let's see here. Lots to kind of cull through, Jamie, this morning. We'll have Red Raider basketball on the air for you tonight. 7 o'clock, the broadcast time, 8 o'clock, the tip. Do you have a score in your head for this game?
I'll take 84-78 Houston.
Jeff, you got a score in your head on this one?
90-82 Houston.
90-82 Houston. That's Jeff McGuire. I think if you're scoring 78 to 80 points, you're winning this ball game. Okay?
You wouldn't have against Oklahoma State.
No, I'm aware.
I think Houston's a better basketball team than Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Significantly.
Yeah. What do you think it's going to... How many points would it take for Tech to win tonight?
High 90s. I think the way Tech wins this game is in a high-paced, high-tempo, a lot of offense game. I don't think Houston's going to let you do that.
They gave up the last two times out. They've only allowed their opponent 60 points. That was Cincinnati and Middle Tennessee. They allowed 85 to Arkansas. That's a real team. They allowed 67 to Florida State, 56 to Notre Dame, but they only scored 66. In a loss, they allowed 76 to Tennessee, and then they won in overtime over Syracuse, 78-74. So I don't know. I just got this weird feeling tonight. I think you win tonight. And I think you keep them at their average, and I think if they get 75, I think you have a chance to win. So I'm going to say 78-75, Red Raiders tonight.
Okay. If you held them to 75, I'd feel good about your chances of winning.
I mean, they on the year are averaging 78 points a ball game, but they're limiting their opponents to 60. And I mean they had some games like Lehigh and Towson and Oakland, and okay, so did we. The difference is that they blew those teams out. Mm-hmm. Where you struggled some in your non-conference.
Sure.
With blowing somebody out, they blew out Rider 91-45. And really, for the Red Raiders, you really, to be honest with you, you really hadn't blown anybody out until New Orleans. You blew them out 82-50. I guess you could say you blew out LSU 82-58.
I would say that's a blowout.
Yeah, and I felt like the Winthrop win. And again, it's Winthrop, but at least that was a dominant stem to stern, kick the living bejesus out of them. It's kind of how I felt about that game.
Okay. Never felt like you were really challenged.
Yeah, right. I mean, there were some times when they had some guys that did some nice things, but I mean, just based by and large. So that's my take on that. So what's your take on the early portal stuff that you've seen? Like, you feel good about what they've done so far? I mean, obviously with the quarterback, you feel great, right?
Yeah, I would still like to see them improve along the trenches on both sides of the football, and I would imagine they're still working on that. But I'm obviously happy about the quarterback. The two wide receivers are not coming from a high level, and so that there's a little bit of a question mark there. Just how do they transfer to playing at the Power 4 level? Whereas if you bring in a guy like the defensive tackle from Washington State, that he's been through the wars in the Pac-12 and the Big Ten and all that good stuff, and so you kind of feel like a little bit more about him. So, I think I'm excited about what you've added so far.
Yeah, the guy from Washington, Bryce Butler, he is 6'5", had 19 tackles, 2 sacks, a forced fumble last year. He'll have a year left. You can keep track of everything at doubleTSportsNetwork.com as just click on where it says Texas Tech Football Transfer Portal Tracker 2026, and you'll be able to keep up to speed on what's going on. So the other good news from yesterday was that Bryce Pollock is going to come back and play for you. He led the Big 12 in interceptions last year.
Yep, you would definitely be a better team if he comes back, and obviously him announcing that he is great news.
And same thing goes with Terrence Carter, and same thing goes with left tackle Howard Sampson. One of the things that he is, as Rob Bro and others have pointed out on the article here, because I think Rob wrote this, he was one of the most penalized players in the FBS, but was the 4th highest graded tackle in the Big 12 on his performance, and had the 2nd highest block passing grade in the Big 12. But man, you got to get those penalties under control.
Yeah,
the pre-snap stuff.
Yeah, 4th highest graded in the Big 12 doesn't seem like that's just a monumental award.
Okay. Considering there's basically 32 of them, 16 teams, 2 tackles, so you're 4th. But maybe if you weren't penalized so much, you'd have a higher grade. I know it would help your offense if your offensive line could hold their.
Yeah, Howard Sampson was not the only one.
No.
Let's not try to put it all on him.
No, but I mean it was a group effort, right?
Yes, no doubt.
Yeah.
This has been the Morning Drive Podcast, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Check out our library of Double T 97.3 podcasts at doublet97.3.com.